to their teams. Lamar is coached by Jim Haney. His defensive coach is Lance Spencer. Assistant coaches Mitch Harris, Tony Coffey, and Andrew Smallwood. The Bearcats, of course, is coached by Kenneth Rippey and Dale Mann, David Beckham, Kevin Tipton, and Jim West. And here comes the Booneville Bearcats. Tonight on the color, I have with me Ricky Lee. Glad to have him tonight. We have Darby Ulmer on the camera tonight, and also Johnny Davis. And we're glad to have these guys working with us now. This is our first game to work, and so it's going to be an exciting game tonight. You see a great turnout for the Booneville Bearcats again. Lamar did not bring a very large crew tonight with them, and it's going to be a great game, Ricky.
Yeah, it is going to be a great game. It's good to see our guys coming out looking determined. Good crowd.
We have a bank of clouds back to the west. Hopefully the rain's going to hold off. We have a front moving in, and hopefully we'll get this game played in the dry tonight. I know the last home game we had, homecoming, it was pouring down rain.
It's already starting to rain some, it seems like a little bit.
It is starting to rain already. I was hoping we'd get this game in the dry, and it is misting rain right now, Ricky.
Yeah, it sure does. Hopefully it'll stay just this light, and we'll be able to get this game off. Temperature's pleasant. Good night for football if it would hold off from the hard rain.
The Booneville Bearcats will be receiving. They won the toss and elected to receive. And back for the Booneville Bearcats, we have Alan Ray, number 44, Blake Scoggin, number 23, and number 10, Matt Schott. As number 34 for the Lamar Warriors, Jesse Harmon tees the ball up. We're just about ready to go here at Bearcat Stadium. Nice crowd, like I said earlier. We have a nice crowd. The Booneville Bearcats are 6-0 on the season, ranked number 1 in one poll, number 2 in the other. So the Bearcats have a high ranking, and hopefully tonight we'll be able to keep that.
It's been a good year. Coach Rippey has his guys ready to play week by week. We look forward to what remains before us.
Harmon's getting ready to kick off, and here's the kick. It's fairly shallow kick. It bounces on about the 7-yard line. Alan Ray picks it up, hands off to Trey Holloway, and he is stopped at about the 10-yard line. And that time, Ricky, it was just beyond Trey Holloway and in front of Alan Ray, and neither one moved on the ball, and it bounced there, Ricky, and it was just unfortunate for us.
Right. Little mishandling of the ball caused us to be off on the handoff, and they were able to put us back in a hole. Hopefully we can move out from that hole pretty quickly here.
The Bearcats will take over on the 10-yard line. So we're in a hole right here starting out. Will Swint split wide left for the Bearcats as they get in their double wing formation. Brandon Rowland, the quarterback, looks over the Lamar Warrior defense. I'll get the lineups for you here in just a few minutes. Brandon Rowland on the veer, fakes it, takes off down the sideline. He's at the 20, he's at the 40, the 50.
They can go all the way, Coach.
I'll tell you what, there's one guy that's chasing him there, and I think he's going to make it. First play from scrimmage, the Booneville Bearcats run the veer, and Brandon Rowland keeps the ball for a 90-yard touchdown.
Tremendous run. Good read on the veer. Saw his opening, then he took off with his speed and just outran the defense. Quite a way to start the game.
You bet. 11:41 to go in the first quarter. The Bearcats are ahead 6-0. I'll tell you what, we, the officials were warned before the game about our veer because we've had 2 inadvertent whistles this year on the veer, and Brandon does a great job of hiding the football. They don't know the fullback's got it or Brandon has it, or he makes that, turns that corner and also can pitch that halfback. So, he does a great job. Alan Ray's about ready to kick an extra point here, hopefully. Dustin Andrews snapping here. Brandon Rowland holding. Ball's down. The kick is up.
Good kick. Good kick.
And it is good. 11:41 to go in the first quarter, and the Bearcats lead 7-0. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Back at Bearcat Stadium with the Bearcats lead 7-0. Russell Garrison tees the ball up for the Booneville Bearcats.
Great way to get the game started. You're exactly right on the veer. I usually do filming, and sometimes it's hard to know who's got the ball when the fakes are good up the middle.
You bet. I tell you, they do a great job of that. Russell Garrison kicks the ball off. That's a good kick. He sure is. Down to about the 7-yard line. Fake a handoff there, and Number 21 returns the ball.
Hit.
Jamie Koch returns the ball. Tremendous hit for the Bearcats. Who was that, Ricky?
I'm not sure who. It looks like number 40 on the tackle. Josh Draper.
Josh Draper.
One of the first ones down there.
Right.
There's a couple of guys on that hit.
Josh was a little sick before the game started. Looked like he was doing fine right there, Ricky.
Yeah, he did.
He has stomach virus, some type of stomach virus, and he was sick before the game started. We see the Lamar Warriors come out in a double wing set as well. Mike Raines is the quarterback for the Lamar Warriors. He hands off up the middle to the fullback, Harmon, and Harmon gets probably about no gain, Ricky.
Yeah, so stacked up there at the line. Shepard and the left-hand side of our defensive line did a great job of stacking it up right there at the line of scrimmage.
We see the Lamar Warriors come out in the same set that the Bearcats run, double wing set. Hand off to Harmon up the middle again. Harmon fights for a yard. And a whole host of Booneville Bearcats on the tackle. The whole interior line, linebackers and all there, Coach.
Yes, it looked like a carbon copy of the first play. Didn't fool our defensive line. They were right there to stuff the play.
10:48 left in the first quarter. The Bearcats ahead 7-0. First play from scrimmage. Brandon Rowland goes 90 yards for the touchdown. I didn't get a chance to set our offense a while ago, Ricky. We scored on the first play, so
didn't take long to take the ball down the field. One play.
Maybe I get our defense here. Bubba Smith's at nose guard. Number 62, Brad Schmidt, is at one tackle. Tony Shepard, 56, is the other tackle. Harmon drops back. Raines drops back to pass and completes a pass up to about the, what do you think, 26-yard line?
About the 26-yard line. Wasn't enough for a first down. It's a good pass and catch, but still leaves them in a punting situation. So we'll get the ball back in good field position again.
Our punt return team comes onto the field. Will Swint's been doing a great job. Last week returned a couple of them for touchdowns. One of them was called back. Brandon Rowland back deep with him, number 12, and Matt Schott, number 10. The Bearcats hopefully return this punt here and we're going to get good field position, Ricky. Wes Pearson's back to punt for the Lamar Warriors. Ball's punted out of bounds. Looks like about the
37.
About the 37-yard line. So the Bearcats will take over there on the 37-yard line. And I'll get our offense set for us right now, Ricky. Tommy Glover's the center for the Bearcats. Our guards are Chad Ferris and Josh Boersma. Our tackles are Jordan Pereira and Blake Travis. Matt Bishop plays in for the Bearcats. Split in is Matt Schott, as you see him coming on the field right now, bringing the play in. Brandon Rowland's our quarterback. Zach Adair's halfback. Blake Scoggins a halfback, and Alan Ray's our fullback. So that's our starting lineup for the Bearcats tonight. Matt Schott split wide to the right. Matt is always a threat deep. We're in a double wing set here. Brandon Rowland looks over the defense. Adair goes in motion, and Schott's going deep, and Rowland's throwing, looks like an out route.
Oh, my.
Oh, Blake Scoggins running out route. Matt Schott took two defensive men with him as going deep there, and Blake Scoggins runs a little out pattern there, deep out there, and dropped the pass, or maybe thrown a little bit short.
It was a little bit behind him, but he had a good chance to catch that ball. He was wide open on the play. I bet you we can see that play a little bit later.
Will Swint split wide to the right for the Cats as he and Schott alternate, bringing plays in. Double wing set again for the Bearcats. Adair goes in motion. Rowland runs the veer again, pitches to Adair. Adair's got some speed. He breaks through there. Boy, I tell you what, number 1 there trips him up. That's Jonathan Krotz, or he'd been gone.
He was off to the races, Coach. Just tripped up over that defensive back. Quite a lot of speed coming off that corner. That was a good read again on the veer. Knew to pitch it out, and a good gain on the play.
Again, our offensive line is doing a good job tonight, as we can see them come off the ball. And right now, early in the game, we're controlling the line of scrimmage. Double wing set, Matt Schott split wide to the right. Brandon Rowland looks over the defense, fakes a handoff to Scoggin, goes to Matt Bishop, wide open on the 20. He's at the 10-5, touchdown Booneville. I tell you what, that was a great pass play there, and set up real well by the Bearcats.
Beautiful play, good throw, good catch, When Matt saw the goal line, nothing was going to stand between him and that score. It's good to see him get into action tonight in the pass offense.
Right, Matt Bishop playing that tight end spot. You know, he does a lot of blocking. We haven't seen him catch a whole lot of passes this year, but I tell you what, showed good hands there. He's, about 6'3", 6'4", and has good hands for his size.
Yes, he does. It was a good catch, and put us up ahead 13-0. Waiting on the extra point here from Gator Ray.
Here's a snap. The ball's down. Kick is up, and
Great
it is
kick.
good. It's 14-0. 8:57 left to go in the first quarter. The Bearcats lead 14-0. Don't change that dial. We'll be right back. Confines of Bearcat Stadium. 8:57 to go in the first quarter. The Bearcats lead 14-0. Russell Garrison teeing the ball up for the Bearcats. And last time, Ricky got a great kickoff.
Yes, he did.
Uh-oh.
Off the top of that one.
Little low line drive kick. Number 7 picks the ball up there.
Oh, what a hit.
That looks like number 80. Is that right? 88. Jeremiah Dupree.
What a hit. Sophomore.
Right. Jeremiah Dupree hustling down on the kickoff team. Had a great tackle there. Yeah, he topped that one a little bit. Russell's been doing a great job kicking. That's really helped the Bearcats, keeping Alan Ray out there on defense. And
yeah, you hate to lose him even on that first play, so it's good we can have someone else that can do a good job with the kickoff and allow Gator to get right on in the action.
Raines hands off right side, number 12. That's Wes Pearson. Wes Pearson gets maybe about 3 yards.
About 3 yards. Going to be about the 25-yard line. But our defensive line did a good job of stuffing it there.
We have Chad Ferris, number 55, is in playing defensive end right now for the Bearcats. Tommy Glover, 52, is playing the other end. So that's a little bit different look than we've seen before out of our defense. Number 40, Josh Draper. Number 44, Alan Ray are the linebackers. 56, Tony Shepard is playing one tackle. Raines running the veer. And Matt Schott comes up quick from the cornerback spot and makes a good stop.
Yes, that was a good stop on the play. Alan Ray also came up to help out on the tackle. Kept him to a gain of just a couple. 3rd and long.
So we see a little bit different look from the Bearcats. Number 62, Brad Smith's playing one tackle. Tony Shepard, of course, the other. Blake Scoggins at a corner. Matt Schott at a corner. Zach Adair at free safety. And Brandon Rowland playing the strong safety spot tonight. So that's our defensive setup for the Bearcats right now. As Raines looks over the Bearcat defense, hands off to number 21. I'll tell you what, and who was that? Number 52, Tommy Glover.
Tommy Glover did a great job coming off the corner. Did not overrun the play. Was able to stop it before it went inside of him. So he did a good job of keeping his containment and also making the tackle. So
Jamie Koch didn't have anywhere to go there. I tell you, he took the hand off, and he knew he was in trouble as soon as he got the ball. Back deep for the Bearcats, we have number 2, Will Swint, and number 12, Brandon Rowland. Josh Stumbaugh, number 42, is in the punt. So that's a little change there we had from last time. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Josh gets a low line drive kickoff. It's a good return kick here, I tell you. Faked handoff there, Brandon Rowland. He's going to be hemmed in right there and taken down at about the 40-yard line. I may have been better off probably to leave that one with to give that in the wheel that time.
Right, he was trying to come over here to this side to get behind the wall, but they had it smelled out and wouldn't let him get behind the wall. But still we have the ball in good field position, ready for another drive.
We've been fortunate the last several games to have great field position. I tell you, except for the first drive tonight, we started on the 10-yard line, which was the first play we scored. We've had great field position. Split wide to the right, we have Russell Garrison for the Bearcats, double wing set. Brandon Rowland drops back to pass, scrambling a little bit right, moves up in the pocket, trying to get away, and he's going to be sacked back there by number 70, it looks like.
Good defensive coverage on the play, not allowing anyone to get open, so he had to scramble around back in the backfield. Caused us a loss of about 6 yards on the play.
Josiah Hodge was on the tackle there for the Lamar Warriors, number 70. Will Swint split wide to the left for the Bearcats. As Brandon Rowland comes to the line of scrimmage. Brandon Rowland, junior quarterback for the Bearcats. Hands off to Alan Ray up the middle. Alan Ray keeps those feet driving, and he picks up about probably 5 yards there.
Oh, good hard run. One guy's going to have a hard time pulling him down without just getting him around the ankles, and that's what happened on that play, but he still made a good gain to pick up the yardage that we had lost on the previous play.
Last night, our 7th grade was victorious over the Lamar Warriors, and so was our junior high. We played last night at Lamar. Matt Schott split wide to the right for the Bearcats. Double wing set. Hand off to Blake Scoggins going left. Blake Scoggins has a seam there, runs into a Lamar Warrior there and picks up the first down. About 12 yards.
That's good run, but you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line. That was a great hole on that play. Those guys work hard on that line all during the ball game. They don't always get mentioned, but that time they did a great job of opening up the hole, and Scoggins did a good job of taking advantage of what was given to him there. First down.
Oh, Jordan Perea there and Josh Boersma on that left side there. I tell you, they did a great job. Matt Bishop as well over there, tight end. Good hole for the Bearcats. Double wing set. Rowland drops back a slant route there, but Will Swint. Oh, I tell you what, good pass by Brandon Rowland. And just off the fingertips of Will Swint, Will run a slant route there and was open.
Yes, it was open. I think he may have been looking at that goal line because he had open space in front of him and just took his eyes off the ball for an instant. A great pass, and so we're doing a great job of throwing the ball tonight.
Bearcats putting the ball in the air tonight as Matt Schott splits wide to the right for the Cats. Hey, there it goes in motion. Rowland drops back to pass. Matt Schott's open. He has to come back a little bit, get the ball. He's down at about the 12-yard line. I'll tell you what, he had his man beat deep and had to wait on the ball a little bit. Brandon kind of didn't get a good throw that time. Good pass off, a little bit short, but he did a great job of adjusting.
Yes, he did. He did a good job of coming back to the ball, keeping his eyes on the ball, and made up for the quarterback's a little less than accuracy on that play. First down, just outside the 13-yard line, 12-yard line.
Russell Garrison split wide to the right for the Bearcats. Double wing formation again. Hand off to Blake Scoggins going left. Blake's got a hole there. Blake's going to the goal line, makes a cut, and he's in for the touchdown.
Great run, great run.
Good vision that time of Blake Scoggins. He kept his head up, looked for the hole there, saw the hole, had a cut back there, saw that goal line, smelled it, and got in the end zone.
Yeah. Good run, good blocking. We're showing some powerful offense tonight. They seem to be getting better all during the year.
Gator Ray straps that old shoe up and getting ready to attempt the extra point. The Bearcats lead 20-0, 4:39 left in the first quarter. Here's a snap, ball's down, kick is up, and it is good. With the score, 21-0. Bearcats, 4:39 left. Don't change that dial. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Back at Bearcat Stadium, Russell Garrison, it seems like Ricky's been doing a lot of this.
Yes, we hope he continues to do more and more.
You bet, kicking the ball off for the Bearcats. Good to have Ricky Lee beside me tonight. Ricky does a great job, helps on the camera. He just, jack of all trades. I'll tell you what, doing a great job. Ball kicked down about the 7-yard line. Ball's bobbled a little bit there. Number 23, Josh Basic picks the ball up and is corralled down, looks like about the 12-yard line. Good coverage that time.
Yes, John Chase and Travis Adair both down on the coverage. So we got them pinned back inside their own 20-yard line. Good coverage on that kickoff.
Old Travis, number 22, does a great job on the kickoff teams, on special teams. He works really hard, puts forth a lot of effort. Lamar takes over on about the 13-yard line. Raines the quarterback for Lamar Warriors. It's a little different formation. We got double twins this time. Raines drops back to pass, and number 84, that's Ben Duff. Pretty good size young man, about 6'4", 240.
Looked like the quarterback was trying to take advantage of his height, but just threw it up a little too high on that play.
A little different formation than what we've been seeing there, Ricky.
Looked like the slot back never got set on that play, but he got away with it.
We see Duff split wide to the right for Lamar.
A very tight set here.
Hand off to number 23 going right there, and he stopped probably for a loss there.
Yeah, looks like he's inside the 10-yard line. I don't know what the purpose was, but they reduced the splits on the line. It was a very tight formation, and we come off the defensive end and stuffed the play in a hurry. So I guess they were trying to get around the end in a hurry, but it didn't work to their advantage on that play.
Be third down, looks like about 13. Third and 13 for Lamar here as they're backed up. The Bearcats trying to hold them here and get the ball back in great field position. Raines drops back to pass. Throws back across the middle for Duff, number 84, and throws just a little bit too high. And Blake Scoggin was covering on the play for the Bearcats, and looked like Lamar's going to be forced to punt.
Got to be back in the shadow of their own goal line. Again, we're going to get good field position. It'll be interesting to see whether Coach Rippey wants to set up for a return or whether he wants to put some pressure on the kicker. Looks like he's setting up for a return with 3 guys back.
Again, Will Swint and Brandon Rowland back deep for the Bearcats along with Matt Schott. Number 42, Josh Stumbaugh punting for the Lamar Warriors. A pretty good punt, Ricky.
Good punt. Good height on the punt. Hand off to Will on the left-hand side.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brother Ricky, I think we're guessing wrong tonight on our return.
It seems to.
That time looks like Brandon should have kept the ball, but
yeah, sure does.
I think we basically we determine which way we're going to go and set the wall up before the ball's even punted. So a lot of times sometimes you guess right, sometimes you don't.
That's right. But it'll eventually break for us. Looks like we got to change the quarterback here.
Number 7, Trey Holloway's into the game for the Bearcats. Number 22 also into the game. That's Travis Adair for the Bearcats. And looks like number 8, Les Knuckles. Trey Holloway running the veer. Trey Holloway's got to
go, Coach. Good go.
Looks like he's going to score. And the Bearcats on the veer. We got a flag on the play, Ricky.
Got a holding.
We got holding on the Bearcats, so that
you hate to see that. You hate to see that, Coach. That was a great read and a great run by Trey, but we'll have to load up and do it again, holding on the play. Looked like we tried to get a lot of our second-teamers some action, and it's a good thing we're able to get them into the ball game early, get them some valuable experience. Good play for their first one in the ball game, but we had a holding on the play, so we'll have to try again right here.
I think we have our starting offensive line in the game, Ricky, and then all new backs into the game.
Right.
That's what Coach Rippey's doing, probably giving these backs a chance to work with this line. You can't never tell, and someone may have to go in and play on an injury or something like that. So
yeah, it's a long season, Coach. It's good to see some of these guys getting the experience that may be needed later on.
Hand off to Les Knuckles, and Les Knuckles, boy, I tell you what, number 70, he come flying through there. I tell you what, I don't know where he's playing at. I think possibly at the guard spot. I don't know.
That was Josiah Hodge, Coach. It looked like he smelled out the play before it ever started. He almost took the handoff.
Well, I'll tell you what, he was in the backfield in a hurry.
Yes, he was.
He's a fairly agile young man for his size.
Looks like he's playing defensive guard, playing over the top of our guard. Looks like it's an offset nose man is what he is, isn't he?
Right. Trey Holloway looks over the defense. Passes.
Great pass.
The middle, and that's Matt Bishop on the catch there, I think, for the Bearcats. A little hot route that time out of her tight end, Ricky.
Oh, that was a beautifully timed pattern right there. It was good to see Trey hitting Matt over the middle. That'll loosen up that defensive line in a hurry, keep them from just coming in so hard so quickly.
Third down and about 8 yards to go for the Bearcats. Ball's on about the 37-yard line of the Lamar Warriors as the Bearcats try to keep this drive alive. Trey Holloway looks over the Lamar defense. Knuckles goes in motion. Holloway pitches the ball to Knuckles. Knuckles gets down to about the 32-yard line there. Number 3 for the Lamar Warriors, Mike Raines, plays quarterback on offense. He comes up and makes the tackle for the Lamar Warriors.
We got an interesting down here, Coach. It's going to be 4th and about 3, but we're well inside their end of the field. Really too close up to punt, so I would assume we're going to try to go ahead and get the first down on this play.
Approaching 1 minute left in the ball game. I mean, in the first quarter, seemed like it.
Seems like a ball game. Yes, we already had so much scoring.
Right. Trey Holloway looks over the defense. 4th and about 3 here. The Bearcats. Justin Andrews goes in motion. Trey Holloway turns upfield, drops the ball, fumble on the play, and let's see who's got it. I think possibly one of the Bearcats may have jumped on.
There's no signal on there, so yes, we got the ball. That was a great read and a great run by Trey. Had the first down, just left the ball behind, but we were lucky to get back on it, keep the drive alive.
Old Matt Schott, number 10, very alert that time, getting on the football. This was senior night tonight, and I'm sorry we didn't get on the air earlier to announce some of our seniors. That is senior night at Bearcat Stadium tonight, and our seniors, this will be a memorable game for them.
Yes, it will.
Snaps up in the air. Looks like Lamar may have it this time.
Yes, turnover on the play, Coach. Again, it looked like one of the defensive linemen came across in a hurry, so it disrupted the play. So there wasn't a clean handoff, and so we suffer our first turnover. Good opportunity for our defense to show what they're made of and turn this thing back around.
You know, Trey and our center, number 52, Tommy Glover, have had problems all year long to snap. I'll tell you, Rick, that ball.
Well, I'm not sure, Coach, that was on the snap. It looked like after he had the ball, the defensive lineman knocked the center right back into it.
Sweep to number 33, Larry Arculeta, and he's down about the 26-yard line, I guess, of the Lamar Warriors.
Gain of about 3 on the play, or about 2 on the play. Done a good job on defense all night. We haven't given them any big plays whatsoever.
About 8 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Bearcat lead 21-0, and Lamar Warriors come to the line of scrimmage. Ricky, I don't think they're going to get this play off.
I don't think they will, Coach.
And that's the end of the first quarter with the Bearcats leading 21-0. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Back at Bearcat Stadium, it's good to have Webb Watts with us, the former principal at Booneville High School, with us tonight. Still teaching at Booneville. Billy Kiersey, also in the press box with us tonight. We're glad to have them here with us. Lamar Warriors a little reverse that time there, Ricky.
Yeah, a little trickery.
A little trickery trying to get the Bearcats to over-pursue, and didn't work too well. That's a short gain there.
Defensive end did a great job of keeping his contained, not letting him outside. They got a few yards, but on a trick play like that, it's always good when you see your guys are able to keep their position and hold them to a short gain. Third down, about 7 on the play.
Number 84, Duff, split wide right for the Lamar Warriors. Motion how the Warriors. Raines, it looks like it's going to be sacked back there. A whole host of Bearcats back there. To sack him looks like number 88, Jeremiah Dupree. And number 52, Tommy Glover. That's our two ends, Ricky.
Two ends coming off the end, doing a great job tonight, putting pressure on that quarterback, didn't give him time to throw. And again, we're going to get the ball back in great field position as they're going to have to punt on about a 4th and 15 or 16.
Again, Ricky, looks like we may get good field position here if we can handle the punt. Let's see if the Bearcats guess right this time on the return. He's punted the ball down to about the 45-yard line. And we've got a few Bearcats out there. Will Swint makes a good cut, makes a good run. That's not Will, is it? That's Brandon Rowland.
That's Brandon Rowland. It takes it down to about the 25 or 30-yard line, or I guess just right inside the 30. Good field position to be on their side of the field, make this drive as we start the second quarter.
Trey Holloway comes back in at quarterback, and hopefully we'll get this snap down here, I tell you.
Well, it looks like Holloway's still in there, Coach.
Yeah, he hasn't got fired yet, so he's hanging in there. Hand off that time. Trey Holloway hands off. Looks like to the fullback, maybe John Chase, and John Chase gets maybe a yard.
Not a lot on that play. Again, they're doing a good job on the defensive line right there in the center, disrupting things. Coach will probably take advantage of that in a minute and pop them on the outside.
Matt Schott brings the play in for the Bearcats, splits wide left. Bearcats have second and long here. Just inside the 30-yard line, Trey Holloway drops back to pass. Throws across the middle. And a little bit high there. Matt Schott made a good effort, though, I'll tell you what.
That was a good-looking play, Coach. It was a good throw and a good attempt at the catch, just a little bit behind him. But we keep throwing it. It sure makes them conscious that can happen, and they can't just all get in that box up there on the line of scrimmage. So we're showing some good ability out there to get the ball down the field either through the run or through the pass.
Right, we have third and long now for the Bearcats. 9:35 left in the till halftime. Will Swint split wide left, double wing set. Trey Holloway mishandles the snap again and picks up maybe a yard as he falls forward there.
Again, Coach, we're in that situation. We got a 4th and 8, but well inside there into the field. Looks like we're going to call a timeout to decide what we're going to do on this play.
And the Bearcats take a timeout with 9:09 left until half. The Bearcats lead 21-0. We'll take a timeout and be right back with you. Stadium, and I'm going to let Ricky Lee tell you, we're going to attempt a field goal here. Ricky, about how far is this field goal?
Looks like it's going to be about a 44, 45-yard field goal, Coach. Gator Ray has been looking good on his extra points tonight, been following through well, and I believe this is a good thing in this game where we're well ahead to give him an opportunity to do some kicking, and because we may need some of this later on during the year. So we hope that he'll get a good kickoff. 44-yarder, Coach.
Brandon Rowland's holding. Dustin Andrews deep snapping. Snap. Kick is up, and I tell you what, looks like it may have enough distance.
Just short.
Just short of the uprights. I'll tell you what, that was awful close, but that was a good attempt by Alan Ray. He was right on target, Ricky.
But right on target. Looks like he got under the ball just a little bit. It was spinning awful fast, and so the wind resistance is going to be harder on the ball when he gets that tight a spin on it, but he did a good job with his direction. Just a little bit more up on the ball, and I believe that thing would have split the middle. But it's good for him to get out there and make that attempt. They get the ball on the 20-yard line, and so that was a good thing to do here in this part of the game.
You bet. Didn't hurt us much. Gave him good experience there. Split left for the Lamar Warriors. Have a little different formation. They're kind of like a wing T here that time, Ricky. As Raines hands off to a halfback up to the right side and picks up maybe a couple of yards.
It's like Shepard and Glover on that tackle over here on the end. Looked like they almost caught us in a shift, but our guys kept their head in the game and played even in the middle of their shift on the end, and so we did a good job of keeping them to just a yard or so.
Here's that wing tee set again, Ricky, and Duff split wide right for the Lamar Warriors. Hand off to the left side up to number 24, and boy, he's slammed down there. Looks like by
Matt Schott.
Matt Schott, number 10, coming up from his cornerback spot.
Matt will let you know if you get into that defensive backfield. He'll put a helmet on you. That was a good, solid form tackle. It's going to be about 3rd and about 4, Coach.
One of our officials tonight that's on the field is a scout for Arkansas Tech University, and I had an opportunity to talk to him before the game about some of our seniors. And so not only does he officiate the game, he's also looking for talent as well.
Coach, we got some talent this year. There's going to be some boys that'll get some looks from some of the colleges.
Raines hands off to number 24, and he is stopped for about a 3-yard loss there.
Shepard coming off the corner, stuffed that play, sends them into another 4th down, Coach.
Number 24, Luke Sanders, says, uh-oh, what's happened here?
That's
Grabbed
right.
the ball, and Bearcats all around him there. So Lamar's going to be forced to punt again, and back deep is Will Swint and Brandon Rowland. As the Cats, like you said, Ricky, going to have great field position probably.
Let's see if we can get this return. We haven't really made all the yards that we normally make on punt returns. At least we can get behind the wall on this one. Good punt, turns it over.
Stun ball, good punt that
Fake.
time. Oh, great block by Chad Ferris.
He could
there we
go.
go, he's going. He's got one man to beat here. That's a punter. He makes a move trying to get by him, and great open field tackle there by number 42.
Did a good job of putting him against the sideline and making the tackle. That was a great run by Swint. There was a tremendous block, as you said, Coach, just to spring him on the corner. Good block, and we finally got him behind the wall, and brings it down to about the 6-yard line.
I tell you what, old Chad Ferris, he's a great blocker and big young man, and is very aggressive, very strong. Made a great block there that time. That set the whole play up, Ricky.
That's right. If he hits you, you know it.
Trey Holloway at quarterback still for the Bearcats down here. Slant across the middle and caught. Looked like it's down.
If he called an incomplete, I think no, it gave an incomplete sign, but I think he just meant he didn't cut across the line, get across the goal line. So it's going to be 2nd and about 1 inch.
It's Russell Garrison, number 81, on that catch, and a little slant, looked like, Ricky.
That was a good-looking play. Got very close to getting into the end zone. Hopefully we can see that big fancy quarterback sneak at this point.
Might do it. Bearcats looks like about the 1-foot line. Here's a snap, and mishandled the snap again. Well, I'll tell you what, we're not getting the snap.
Oh, and then we lost the ball, Coach.
On about the 1-yard line, looks like.
Right on the goal line. That's an unfortunate break. Good opportunity for our defense, though, to get some opportunity right on the goal line to try to stuff them and maybe get a safety or to make them punt from a very tight formation. So we can see if our defense can rise to the occasion again.
Ball's on about the 1-foot line here as Lamar takes over. 5:50 to go in the half. And looks like they're just trying to push that ball out of there, Ricky, and get some running room there.
It looks like a good job by the fullback just to get some momentum going and get them out from underneath the goal line stripe. Looks like he got about 5 yards on that play.
Ball just beyond the 5-yard line as Lamar tries to put a drive together, and if they could get a drive together and score, it'd be a 99-yard drive, and so it's going to be tough on them here as the Bearcats defense has been tough all night.
Yes, they have. Gain of about a couple on that play. They'll have a tough 3rd down and a long 2.
4:40 left in the half as Lamar comes to the line of scrimmage. Bearcats defense is trying to hold them here, 3rd and short. Raines hands off to number 23 going left, and he's got a little running room. Shows a little speed.
Let him off on the corner that time. Showed some good speed and got him a first down. You got to give credit to the Warriors coming off the goal line, getting it out from underneath the shadow, and then getting a first down past the 20-yard line. Defense is going to have to toughen up at this point.
21-0, the Bearcats lead, and I'll tell you what, Lamar hadn't had a whole lot of first downs, Ricky, and
that was a big one there for him.
You bet. Get the ball out, give him a little running room, hand off to the fullback, looks like that time. I believe that was the fullback, and number 34, yes, that's number 34, Harmon, the fullback, and he's 6 foot 215, so he's a pretty good sized young man.
And he ran with some power on that play, and it was kind of hard for our guys to bring him down. Got a good gain.
So Lamar's putting together their best drive of the night, starting on about the 1 foot line. Double wing set for the Bearcats. For the Lamar Warriors. Hand off to the fullback that time. Boy, Ricky, we stopped him.
Looked like they went to the well just one too many times, and our defensive interior linemen were ready on that play, and they stuffed it in a hurry.
We have a Bearcat down on the field.
It's hard to tell who that is, Coach.
He's getting up. It looks like
Shepard on the play, Coach. We hope that he's okay, but he's up and moving around. Oh, looks like he wasn't hurt at all, Coach. Looks like his helmet was caught in his shoulder pad. Expert Webb Watts back here alerted us to the fact, and we appreciate that. So we're glad he wasn't hurt. It's just one of those awkward situations when you get equipment tied up.
Man. Webb Watts, Bob Carver of Booneville Bearcat football. The spotter up here for us tonight. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen before.
Oh, that's I knew you've seen a face mask get tied up sometimes.
Right.
I think I've seen it with the shoulder pad.
Number 24 that time for the Lamar Warriors. Takes a handoff. It's Luke Sanders. And
going to be short of a first down again, Coach. They're going to have a 4th down and a long one. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. Are they going to take the chance on this end of the field? It looks like they are. Try to get back into this ball game, but it could be costly if they don't make it. But they are lining up to go for it.
Double wing set. They've had a little success at fullback. He's hands off the fullback. I tell you what, Ricky.
I don't think he got it, Coach.
I think the Bearcats are going to take over there.
Our offensive line is already moving out on the field. They have confidence that the defense has held them. But we'll see about the spot. They're going to bring out the chains to take a look. But it looked from here like it was that our defense had held them.
No defense, I tell you what. They've defensive lines played well tonight. They did a great job. And the Bearcats take over.
We get the ball in good field position. I know it would help Coach Rippey's feelings if we could punch one in just before halftime here. I like this move, Coach. Holloway fumbled the ball down on the goal line. Has to be a time when you get your head down. But Coach Rippey, knowing that the only way to overcome that is to get right back into the saddle and shows him confidence by putting him right back in there. I think that's a class move by Coach, and we'll see how Holloway responds.
Ball looks like about the 36-yard line as they drop the snap again. And
that's a shame, Coach. We're having trouble on that center quarterback exchange, so we turn it over again there.
Well, I was hoping that time Ricky would put another center into the game. Apparently we've had problems with that all year long, and hopefully we'll get that corrected. I've said that about the last 3 weeks, and we hadn't got it yet. I don't know.
Evidently there's something there in that exchange that's not working just properly.
Hand off to number 23 going right. He's stopped there on about the 29-yard line.
There's going to be a loss of about 2 on the play, Coach. Good defensive pressure on the outside. I tell you what, our defensive backs do a good job of coming up and giving some support to those runs. Now, I know Scoggins came up that time to help push the play back into the middle and let our big guys get in on the tackle.
Lamar has about 2nd and 11 from the 30-yard line, as the Bearcats defense did a great job tonight. Raines hands off to number 24. That's Sanders, I believe, again, and Sanders gets very little.
Yes, sir. It was a misdirection play, but it didn't fool our defensive line and shut them down again. No gain on the play. They'll have a long 3rd and 11.
About 50 seconds to go at half. Bearcats lead 21-0.
Looks like a timeout on the play, Coach. Looks like the Warriors want time to talk about this. See if they can get something going here before halftime.
43 seconds to go in half. We'll take a timeout. Be right back.
You will find the most important people to us are our customers.
Our store hours are 8:30 to 6 o'clock on Monday through Friday, and from 8:30 to 5 o'clock on Saturdays.
But we realize that your prescription needs don't stop at 6 o'clock p.m. We're available after hours with a phone call.
Are you tired of the long wait on third-party insurance prescriptions? We accept Medicaid, PCS, paid prescriptions, and others.
And guess what? We fill them now.
Try our drive-thru for your call-ins on prescriptions, or drop off your prescriptions while you're shopping Booneville.
We have the most complete line of special occasion cards in Booneville and have a lot of gift items and accessories such as Hallmark crystals, collectibles, and ornaments.
So come by and see Bill, Louise, Daisy, Linda, Christy, or Emily.
You may start out as a customer, but you will end up as a friend at Big World Pharmacy.
Just a few seconds before half here, Lamar has the ball. Raines drops back to pass, throws deep. He's got a man wide open. Number 89 wide open, Matt Schott with a great speed, runs him down at about the 26-yard line. I'll tell you what, he got behind everybody.
He got behind everybody, great pass. We're very fortunate to have Matt Schott back there with the speed that he has to keep him from going in the end zone. 34 seconds left in the halftime. And we certainly need to shut them down and keep them from scoring before the half ends.
About 30 seconds to go in half, and Lamar trying to score here, about 25, 24, Ricky. And hand off to number 21 going wide, and he's tripped up there by number 52, Tommy Glover. Tommy out of a defensive end position comes in, does a great job of getting a piece of number 21, and I think we have another timeout on the field.
Yes, we do, Coach.
With about 16 seconds to go in half, we'll take a timeout here at Bearcat Stadium. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Lamar called a timeout. We're back here ready to go. Raines, quarterback, drops back to pass. Throws out to the tight end.
Out of bounds,
He's out of bounds. I tell you what, there's a good pass, just a little bit too far right there. 84 for Lamar. That's Ben Duff.
He's got good hands for a big man. And runs good routes.
Ben's a pretty good baseball player. I remember playing them in baseball, Lamar, and Ben is a pretty good baseball player as well. Raines drops back to pass. He's Tony Shepard, number 56, and number 52, Tommy Glover, do a great job by come in and sack Raines as he was just running for his life there.
That was a great defensive play. They showed quickness off the defensive line. Stopped that play. They're going to take another timeout on 4th down with just 4 seconds left in the half. Got one more shot, putting it in the end zone, Coach.
I'll tell you what, they got the ball down to about the 28, Ricky, and now they're on about the 40. The Bearcat defense is stiffened, and I'll tell you what, man, those kids did show some quickness there. You're right. That was just an excellent defensive play by those two young men. Tommy Glover's been in the backfield all night. I tell you, he's out of a defensive end position, and I think our ends are coming hard tonight. Right,
yes, they are.
Right at the quarterback.
And you like to see them play with this intensity. You know that Lamar's much underrated against the Bearcats. It's good to see our boys continue to play with the intensity they need.
Right. Raines dropping back to pass again. Across the middle, and the pass is dropped, and that's going to be the last play of the half. It's 21-0, Ricky, as the Bearcats go in at halftime, and we'll try to get you some halftime stats in here in just a few minutes if we can. And we'll be back at Bearcat Stadium. Score Bearcats 21, Lamar nothing.
This is Jerry Standridge with the BDC office, and a reminder for you people watching the replay, we're going to also have the Tuesday night pig-out results of last week. It'll be broadcast after the football game, so if you are lined up down in Mazzio's eating, you might want to stick around and watch the second half of this game and then the pig-out afterwards.
This is why we do it. Why at Edward Jones, we work so closely with our customers to understand their financial needs and goals. Because investing is too important for you to rely on someone who doesn't take the time to know you. Really know you. Face to face. Person to person. Edward Jones. We invest in you and your future.
Back at Bearcat Stadium, as we just get ready to start the third quarter. Bearcats are coming back on the field. We see the Lamar Warriors coming back out on the field. The Bearcats will be kicking off to start the second half, Ricky, and the score 21-0. The Bearcats got a comfortable lead here. We see lightning back to the west, and we had a little bit of rain right to the start of the game, but it stopped, and man, hopefully we can get this thing in before that front gets here.
I certainly hope so, Coach. Right now, it's mild temperature and good playing conditions. We hope the rain will stay away.
Russell Garrison adjusting the football there, getting his kicking strap on as he gets ready to kick off for the Bearcats. Back deep for the Lamar Warriors is number 23, Josh Basic.
Coach, we let them get a little momentum on that last drive. We did shut them down before the end of half. It'd be good to kick this ball off and then stuff them and get that punt and take it in on that first drive. This is always a time to establish momentum at the start of the second half.
Kickoff deep, kickoff down about the 7-yard line. Little trickery there by the Lamar Warriors. And the ball has a flag on the play as the ball goes out of bounds, he runs out of bounds about the 21, 22-yard line, but we do have a flag on the play.
Yeah, probably a push in the back usually on that kind of a return.
Well, if that's the case, Ricky, that's going to back Lamar up, and the Bearcats again is going to have Lamar back in their own Folks are...
well, looks like it's going the other direction here, Coach.
Oh,
That's kind of unusual on a kickoff return.
Must have been a late hit. I don't know that personal foul. We'll see right here.
Just a 5-yard penalty.
We have no signal from the official yet.
Face mask.
It was a face mask. So inverted face mask call, 5-yard penalty. And Lamar takes over on about the 27-yard line.
Very tight offensive line formation there, Coach.
Number 34, that's Harmon, fullback, and he picks up about 3 yards there, Ricky. You're right, looks like the splits on the offensive line are foot to foot.
It sure does, but they've evidently are trying to open a hole for that big fullback. He had some momentum going into the end of the first half. Gained about 4 on that play. We'll have a task before us to stop that power running.
I'll tell you what, the Bearcats have been penetrating on defense all night, and I guess they've closed those splits down to try to keep us from getting in that backfield. I'll tell you, we've been hurting them there. Raines, little option right there, looks like a lead option that time, and he picks up maybe a couple of yards.
Couple of yard gain on the play, going to be 3rd and 4. Big play as we start this third quarter.
Bearcat defense hopefully will hold them here and force a punt.
Coach, I can hear DJ George down there in the stands. You can hear him every game above everyone else. Quite a fan.
He is a great fan of the Bearcats, I tell you. He was gone for quite some time to Alaska, and we're glad to have him back in the community.
Yes, we are, Coach. It's going to be very close to a first down on the play. Looks like they're going to bring in the chains to measure. No, they go ahead and give them a first down.
So first down Lamar as they start this second half with a drive here, and the Bearcats are, Ricky, you get a quick lead like we got, and sometimes it's awful tough to stay up. And right now the Bearcats are trying to find themselves out on the field and get a little intensity.
Yeah, they're playing a little flat right now, Coach. We need to see them step up a little bit.
Hand off up the middle to Harmon again, and Harmon gets about 4, maybe 5 yards.
Good hard run right up the middle of our defensive line, and he's running with a great deal of intensity, and our defensive line is going to have to shut him down, or they're going to keep going to that well.
I'll tell you what, Lamar's offensive line, Ricky, come off the ball well that time. I'll tell you, they're like you said, they had some momentum going into the halftime break, and they're coming out right now. And boy, I'll tell you, the Bearcats step up that time. Alan Ray, number 44. Looks like number 56, Tony Shepard. And there's a flag on the play.
Looks like some offensive motion before the snap.
As the official talks to Alan Ray, the defensive captain on the field for the Bearcats. Alan's gonna tell him to take the penalty, and it's gonna back him up. Looks like about 5 yards.
So I'll have a second and about 9 yards, Coach.
2nd and 9 for the Lamar Warriors as they try to keep this drive going. Lamar has been struggling somewhat this season, and but I tell you what, they playing with a lot of heart tonight. Hand off to Harmon. Harmon holds on that ball with 2 hands, and boy, I tell you what, he's picking up a few yards there, Ricky.
Yeah, he is. He's running very, very well. But our guys are keeping him just to some minimal gains here. We want to have a 3rd and long 4. Again, another opportunity for our defense to rise to the occasion.
Our defense is just, I think, the way it started the game. And Raines hands off up the middle. Number 34 again, Harmon. And Harmon has the first down, Ricky, as the Lamar Warriors are driving. They're putting the drive together.
Yeah, they've picked up right where they ended off in the end of the second quarter. Makes you wonder where Harmon was at the very start of the game. But right now they're establishing something on the ground. Looks like we're going to take a timeout. Coach Mann's going to come and discuss it with his team about how to shut down the running attack of the Warriors.
With 8:22 left in the third quarter, the score Bearcats 21, Warriors 0. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Tackle. It's tough to go wide on the Bearcats with our defensive ends.
It sure is, Coach. We stuffed them there for about a 7-yard loss on the play. Glover did a wonderful job of making him go wide. They tried to get some depth so he could turn the corner, but there was no turning the corner on that particular play.
I tell you what, Lamar's had some success going right up the middle with the fullback, and wouldn't be surprised if they don't go back to it, and they do. And Harmon that time fights for maybe a yard. A little tougher going that time.
Right. We were prepared for it. I think Coach went in and helped them be aware of what was happening, and they were ready when Harmon tried to come up the middle.
.7:24 left in the third quarter. Lamar's had the ball this whole quarter, Ricky, and third down. It's a big third down play here. Duff split wide right for Lamar. Handoff up the middle again, and looks like ball's loose.
Looks like we're on the ball. It'll be interesting whether they can. Looks like they're calling the ball down.
Right. So that's going to bring up a fourth down and long for Lamar, and I'm sure the punting team will probably come out on the field.
Looks like we're not even going to concern ourselves with the punt. Well, now we are going to drop rolling back. It looks like we're going to stay ready for any kind of fake on this play.
Would be a good place for a fake, a good time for one. Lamar being behind 21-0, the ball almost at midfield. But Stumbaugh kicks the ball away, and it goes down to looks like rolls dead about the
15-yard line, Coach.
Right. About the 15-yard line. So the Bearcats will take over there on the 15-yard line, and so this is the first time the Bearcats have gotten the ball the second half, and hopefully we'll put a drive together here as the first offensive unit comes back out on the field for the Bearcats. Ricky, they had a good breaker. I know the backs did. I think most of the line stayed in the ball game, and the second backs come in and gave the Bearcats a little break, and so they should be fresh and ready to go here, hopefully.
Yeah, they should be, and I think Coach wants to see us get a little more momentum back into this game.
Handoff up the middle. Looks like to Allen Ray, and Allen Ray picks up about, 3 yards, Ricky?
About 3 yards on the play. Good hard run.
Will Smith brings the play in for the Bearcats. It splits wide right. Matt Bishop comes tight end left. The Bearcats getting their double wing formation. Brandon runs the veer, makes a move there, gets by one man, and lunges forward for another yard there, and it's going to look like a gain of about 4 yards.
Good run on the play, good read. It looks like they've been reading the scouting reports on Gator Ray, and they're collapsing on the fullback just about every time, and Roller's doing a good job of pulling the ball out and coming around corner. A good gain. If he could have broke one more tackle there, he'd add significant more yardage. 3rd and 1, Coach.
It's a big third down for us, Ricky, as the Bearcats try to keep this drive alive and try to get 6 more on the board. Hand off to Allen Ray. Allen Ray goes right, cuts back left, and a good run by Allen. Good hole that time made by our offensive line.
Great hole by the line, great run. I love to watch Allen run because he's going to want to hit somebody before it's over, and he's going to run with some power.
Right. He that time made a good cut there, cut back up the middle of the field, and picked up significant yardage for the Bearcats as Matt shot splits wide left for the Bearcats. We see lightning back to our west. Hopefully we'll get this game in without a lot of rain. Double wing formation for the Cats. Rowland looks over the defense. Scoggin goes in motion. Fake handoff to Alan Ray on the veer. Brandon Rowland's got a seam, cuts back up the middle, and number 21 makes a good open field tackle. Way downfield, that's Jamie Koch for Lamar, and that was a good play for the Bearcats.
Again, a great read by our quarterback, and had the open field. And like you say, it was a great open field tackle to stop our Bearcats from going in for a touchdown. But again, Coach, they're collapsing on our fullback, leaving the corner open, and so we're picking up significant yards with our quarterback.
Double wing formation. The Bearcats, Will Swint split wide left. Hand off to Zach Adair. Zach Adair going wide to the right, cuts back up the middle, and gets down to about the 15-yard line of Lamar.
Great run. That young man's got a great deal of speed. You give him the corner, he is going to scat around that corner. There was a good run on that play. Looks like we have one of the Warriors down on the sideline over there, Coach.
Zach Adair tonight, he hadn't had very many carries tonight, Ricky.
Well, he usually gets the ball on the pitch on that veer, but tonight they've been kind of letting the quarterback have the opening, and so he's been the one taking the most carries. But when he had the opportunity, he made the most of it around that corner. It's been good to see him emerge this year.
You bet. The Bearcats had 151 yards rushing at half, and had 94 yards passing for a total offense of 245 yards. And we thank Glenn Parrish for halftime stats. Glenn does a great job for the Booneville Democrat, and we appreciate Glenn and these stats he gives us. And Lamar had 23 rushing plays for 17 yards and 46 yards of passing for a total offense of 63 yards. So the Bearcat defense did a good job the first half. Individual figures at halftime, Rowland had 84 yards rushing, Scoggins had 25 yards, and Zach Adair had 23 yards on the ground. Passing for the Bearcats, Bishop had 2 catches for 54 yards, and Schott had 1 catch for 35, and Garrison had 1 catch for 5 yards. Rowland was 2 for 4 his passing. Holloway was 2 for 3 in the passing category. So that's some halftime stats that we have, and we think, like I say, we thank Glenn Parrish for those stats. Glenn always works the sideline or is in the press box and does a great job for our paper, and we appreciate Glenn Parrish and the job he does.
He does a good job for us, Coach. We appreciate someone who loves the Bearcats the way he does and helps us keep up with the stats, even publishing a book about Bearcat football. We just hope this young man on the sideline for the Warriors is okay. He's getting the attention of the doctors and the trainers, and we just send our prayers up for him at this point.
You bet. This time we'll take a timeout with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go. In the third quarter, we'll be right back. Bearcat Stadium, and player that was down, I didn't get his number. Did you, Ricky? And
no, they're carrying him off over there, Coach. I'm glad to see him up. It looked pretty serious there for a while, but he is moving around, and it's good to see that. We'll get his number here for you in just a second.
We have a great crowd here tonight. Bearcat Stadium. There's people all up on the hillside. Bleachers are fairly full tonight, so we have a decent crowd tonight for this ball game.
Bearcat fans are the best. It's good to see them out supporting their team this year.
Brandon Rowland under center. Runs a veer, and boy, I'll tell you what, number 70, we've called his name several times tonight. Josiah Hodge, and he made a great play again to
Well,
stop
he penetrated, came in behind. I don't believe Brandon ever had the chance to see him coming in from behind him. He had an opening. I think he would have had significant yards on that play again, but we were not able to turn the corner.
Three minutes to go in the third quarter as Will Swint split wide right for the Cats. Alan Ray, the fullback. Zach Adair goes in motion. Isolation play to the left as Alan Ray follows Zach Adair's block, and Allen picks up 5, maybe 4 or 5 yards there.
Takes it down to around the 10-yard line, Coach. Good hard run. Going to give us about a third and about long 4. So good opportunity right here to show what we're made of and take it down for a first down.
Russell Garrison split wide left for the Cats as Brandon Rowland looks over the Lamar defense. On the veer right, pitches to Zach Adair. Zach's got some speed going for that goal line. He's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown. Great run. That was a great read by Brandon. They've been coming in, allowing him to have the corner. That time they come up and took the quarterback. He pitched it on out, and we made the touchdown around the corner. Great play.
So Zach Adair gets in the end zone for the Bearcats, making the score 27-0 Bearcats, and Alan Ray gets his shoe on, getting ready to kick. Again, we see lightning flashing, Ricky. I tell you, hopefully we get this thing in before it gets real bad.
Yeah, as long as it's that heat lightning up in the sky, I'm sure if we start seeing some stick lightning, they will take some action to keep the fans and the players safe. But right now, well, it looks like we're going to be able to continue for a little while.
Brandon Rowland holding. Justin Andrews, a deep snapper. Here's a snap. The ball's down. Kick is up. And it is good.
It's good. Boy, he's doing a great job kicking that football. If he'd have kicked the field goal like that, we'd have certainly had a good field goal.
2:10 left to go in the third quarter. The score, Bearcats 28, Lamar 0. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. So Garrison has the ball ready to go. Kicking off for the Cats. Matt shot the safety man there, tells everybody to take off, and we have a flag on the play. Looks like we may have possibly an offsides on our kickoff team.
Yeah, it's kind of unusual for them to blow the ball dead like that, but evidently it was quick, and so we're going to kick it again from the 35.
So it backs the Bearcats up to the 35-yard line as Russell Garrison gets ready to go again. Back deep for Lamar is number 23, Josh Baskey. How do you say that, Ricky? I'm tongue-tied on that.
Josh Basic, it looks like to me, Coach.
Josh Basic. Russell Garrison getting ready to go. Here's the kick. This time no flag down, and the ball goes, well, there we do have a flag. Russell kicks it out of bounds.
It'll be interesting to see what they do on this, Coach. They can take the ball on about the 35 or 40-yard line, or they can make him kick again 5 yards further back. I think if I was Warriors, I may make him kick again, but it looks like they're going to.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's going to go out to the 40 because we were backed up 5 yards.
Right, so they'll get the ball probably on the 40-yard line. So they got good field position. And it looks like that's what they'll do.
So Lamar takes over 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Ball in the middle of the field. As number 84 for Lamar. Ben Duff splits wide right. Double wing formation. Harmon's a fullback. Raines a quarterback. Handoff up the middle to Harmon that time, and Harmon gets maybe a couple of yards there.
That's been their best play of the night, so they're going back to that well again and again. And he makes a solid run there. Gains about 4 yards on the play.
Duff split wide right again for Lamar. Motion left for Lamar. Number 33 hits the ball, and he's going, looks like he has the first down there.
Yeah, it does, Coach, and looks like we're going to have a penalty on top of that. Looked like maybe we had a spearing. Looks like what the referee's going to call against us. And
that's number 33, Larry Arculeta on the run. And there's going to be some more tacked on to the Cats here as Lamar, again, moves the ball a little bit on the Bearcats. They've had more rushing yards, I'm sure, already, Ricky, this third quarter than they had the whole first half.
Looks like they called a face mask on that, Coach.
Duff split wide right, handoff up the middle again to Harmon. Harmon fights for about a couple of yards.
Yeah, short gain on the play. He's meeting a little more resistance than he did on the last drive.
He's a good-sized young man. He's about 6 foot 215, Harmon, so that's a good size for a fullback, and he has some speed, looks like.
Yeah, good hard runner.
We've seen some good fullbacks this year, Ricky. No, Dardanelle Thompson has a good fullback, so we've seen some good fullbacks this year. Of course, Alan Ray's a good fullback for the Bearcats, and
Alan's one of the class of the AAA, I believe, and doing a great job for the Bearcats. They've made 2 good runs around our corners here in this drive.
And that's been unusual.
It is unusual, but that happens when they start pounding you inside and you become inside conscious. Sometimes you come a little loose on the corners. Looks like another timeout here, Coach.
With 27 seconds to go in the third quarter, we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back with you in just a few minutes. Back at Bearcat Stadium, 27 seconds to go in the third quarter. The score, Bearcats 28, Lamar 0. Lamar has got a 3rd and 2 right here, and this is a big play of this drive.
Big play, Coach. Last play of the third quarter.
Raines, tell you what, trying to go left. That's a strong safety. Rowland coming that time. We must have had a strong safety going that time.
Right, we had a blitz on the play, bringing the safety in, and it was a right call at the right time, and we've moved them back. It's going to be a 4th and 9 on their own on our 40-yard line. Looks like they're going to go for it here, Coach.
This is a big play right here. That's the end of the third quarter, and we'll take a timeout again here at Bearcat Stadium. The score, Bearcats 28, Lamar 0. Don't change that dial. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Starting the fourth quarter, Lamar has a 4th and about 8. Raines looks over the Bearcat defense. Drops back to pass, and he's not going to have time, Ricky, and the Bearcats are going to take over.
Great defensive play. Again, Glover and Shepard comes in and traps the quarterback for a loss. We take over on our own 46-yard line. Good field position again. Coach, the atmosphere here is charged. Our cheerleaders were throwing the footballs into the stands, always a popular thing. We got a few of those cheerleaders almost get up here in the booth with us.
Well, no, I was trying to get one of those, Ricky. I don't think I've got one of those small footballs.
They can get it up here. Whether we can catch it or not, that's another story.
That's true. That's true. Looks like we have our second offensive unit into the game for the Bearcats. And I'll try to get that for you in just a minute. Handoff at the middle of the fullback. Looks like possibly John Chase.
Chase on the carry, Coach. That's a good gain of about 5 yards on that first play for our second unit.
Our second offensive unit, Mitchell Widener is the center, Russell Andrews and Aubrey Boersma as the guards. Blake Harger and Jared Goddard the tackles. Anthony Davis and Mike McGrath play the ends for the Bearcats. We have Les Knuckles at a halfback. Travis Adair at 1 halfback, and the fullback John Chase. And look at John run there. Boy, I'll tell you what, he didn't quit.
He sure did not quit. One of their defensive linemen had a hold of him right about the line of scrimmage. He broke through and continued to run, brings the ball all the way down to the 40-yard line of the Warriors.
That was a little isolation play, fullback isolation play where the halfback leads on the linebacker there, and fullback follows that halfback, and it was good for the Bearcats there. Ricky Keene splits wide left for the Bearcats. Trey Holloway looks over the Lamar defense. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Again, John Chase, and John gets about 5 yards.
Another good run right up the middle. 5 yards for John. A good job by this second team offensive line.
They have played pretty well this year, Ricky, that offensive line, the second offensive line, and did a good job tonight. Dustin Andrews brings a play in for the Bearcats, and also number 81, Russell Garrison, comes in for the Bearcats. Double wing formation again. Les Knuckles and Dustin Andrews are the halfbacks. John Chase, the fullback. Andrews in motion. Trey Holloway runs a veer.
He could go, Coach.
There's a flag on the play. and he's down to about the 7-yard line. We have a flag on the play, though, Ricky.
Poor Trey's had a couple of good runs tonight, one all the way for a touchdown, this one inside the 5-yard line, and both times it's going to be called back for holding. But he continues to go that well. He'll eventually break through there, but showing some good ability around there on the corner. Unfortunately, it'll come back. We'll have to try it again. It's still going to leave us, Coach, pretty close to a first down.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
They mark off the penalty from the spot of the foul, and it was way down the field. In fact, it could have been behind the play. I think he had already broke around that corner, but we're going to have a second and about 2 for a first down.
Mitchell Widener, center for the Bearcats, is on the ball now, and Will Swint split wide right for the Bearcats. Handoff up the middle to John Chase, and John stopped that time. I think he's forward progress. Ricky may give him the first down.
It's going to be very close, Coach. Number 66 for the Warriors, Adam Cowell, did a good job of stuffing that play that time.
It is first down for the Bearcats as the ball is on about the 28-yard line of Lamar. 9:09 left to go in the fourth quarter as the Bearcats lead 28-0. Band's still playing, the cheerleaders still cheering, and you know, it's a little muggy tonight, Ricky.
Yeah, it is for this time
October.
of year.
Right. Hand off to Les Knuckles. Les Knuckles turns it on a little bit, makes a move there, tries to get by one person, keeps fighting on Ricky. We have another flag on the play.
Way behind the play there, too, Coach. I don't know what the call is going to be, but Les did a good job of struggling for some yards there. Again, another holding call.
So the Bearcats have been guilty of holding twice in this drive. And boy, I tell you what, it's tough to keep a drive alive with those holding penalties.
Well, it really is, Coach, and the things that you notice is that the flags have been thrown behind the play. It's one thing to get a holding call when it springs you out for a big gain, and you can understand that, but getting the call behind the plays is quite unfortunate.
So the Bearcats, that moves the ball back to about the 31-yard line of Lamar. So first down and 12 for the Bearcats. Trey Holloway runs the veer, hands off up to John Chase, and John gets maybe a couple of yards, Ricky.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be about a 2nd and 9 for our first down.
I'll tell you what, you know, Lamar's been struggling this year, but I'll tell you what, they hadn't quit, Ricky. They keep plugging out there. They hadn't quit.
Well, you got to give them credit coming into a highly ranked home field, and they played their hearts out tonight. Of course, everybody shoots for Booneville.
Trey Holloway drops back to pass, goes left, throws it, and great catch down there by Travis Adair. A great catch as Trey Holloway ends up on the ground out there. And a good sportsmanship by number 89, Chris Davis of the Lamar Warriors. Helps Trey Holloway up, and that's good to see, Ricky.
It is good to see, Coach. You got to give Holloway credit. He did some scrambling there, got away from one of the tackles, made a good, strong throw, a good catch right there at the goal line. It gives us a great threat when we can throw the ball down the field that way, and it's just pretty to see. We have the ball right on the goal line.
They have front foot line again.
That's right. We've been there before.
Cross our fingers, Ricky,
right.
and hopefully we get this thing in the end zone.
That's right. Take this one in.
Hand off to John Chase up the middle.
I don't know how he didn't get across if he didn't. Looks like to me that he had penetrated the line, but it looks like they're going to make him go again.
Yeah, I sure thought he got in, Ricky, that time, but the officials are right on the play. Of course, our angle here, it's kind of tough to tell, but
they mark it where the ball comes down. I know good and well his head was across the goal line, but we get another shot at it right here.
And he's over this time.
I'm not sure whether Trey or Chase took it in, but whichever one, we got across that goal line.
Right, I think John Chase had it. I think when Trey got up, he didn't have the ball. I think John Chase had it. I think he left it with the fullback, and I think Trey was trying to push him from behind.
Yeah.
But 6:56 to go in the fourth quarter. The Bearcats take a 34-0 lead on Lamar as Alan Ray comes in to attempt the extra point.
Coach, you hate to mention it again, but one more touchdown and 2 extra points. This one and one more, we'll be right back to that magical 42 again.
Right, and we've scored 42 points at home every game, Ricky, that we've played here this year. And every game except for one last week.
Right.
53-0 over Lavaca.
It looks like it's right down the middle again. Boy, I'm impressed with the way Gators kicking the ball tonight. Looked like last week he went to just kind of stuff it through to keep his streak alive, but tonight he's kicking that football well.
You betcha. 6:56 left in the fourth quarter. Let's take a timeout. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
Hi, everybody. Jerry Standard of the BDC.
In the box right now. And, Doug, we had a great win last night at Lamar and junior high, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. It was nice to win.
Doug Schott is our defensive coordinator for the junior high kittens, does a great job for the Bearcats, and we're glad to have him in the box. Also, we have Coach Lisa Davis in the box as well with us tonight, the head basketball coach of the senior high girls here, Lady Cats at Booneville. We'd like to thank Johnny Davis, her husband. It's over here doing the camera tonight, doing a great job, and also Darby Ulmer.
We do appreciate these guys, Coach. It's kind of nice to have one night off from the filming and then come over and helping you.
Ricky, I've enjoyed it, I'll tell you. Tonight we have Steve Brown and Jimmy Reese. They're out scouting tonight. They went to watch the Clarksville game tonight.
Well, that's Harmon again, Coach, right up through the middle, gain of about 9 yards. He is running with some authority. Of course, we have our second defensive line into the ball game at this point. They ought to get some valuable experience against a hard-nosed running fullback.
We have number 50 in McClendon, and I'll try to get our second defensive unit here for us, Ricky. And number 84, we have Anthony Davis playing defensive end. Number 54 also playing defensive end. That's Jackie Needham. Number 82, Michael Mueller is into the game playing cornerback for the Bearcats.
They picked up a first down on the play, Coach. A good hard run again by Harmon.
Number 68, Eric Adair is into the game for the Bearcats. Trying to get these young men. Number Will Swint, number 2, is playing cornerback for the Bearcats. Number 20, Michael Scott is playing the strong safety. And number 65, I think it's Aubrey Boersma, is at linebacker as well.
Good defensive play there, Coach. Number 84 came up along with Ian McClendon, number 50. That's Anthony Davis that came up and made the initial hit on the play.
So it's good to see a second unit playing good defense right here. Justin Scanlon's in the game also for the Bearcats. And hopefully I hadn't missed anyone, Ricky, out there on that second unit. Number 70 also is out on the field. That's Conan Smith for the Bearcats. So number 34, Harmon again, running tough. And Ricky, he picks up about 10 yards.
Well, that's a great run. When his momentum gets to going forward, you're going to have a hard time knocking him backwards. But we got him down. Looks like they got a gain of about 8. They'll have a 3rd and 2 coming up. Good chance for our young defensive line to seek to hold them short of a first down.
Number 89, split wide left, Chris Davis. Number 3, Raines on the veer. Looked like a lead option, and he gets a first down, Ricky.
Yeah, he came off that corner, made a good run. First down just across our 40-yard line, down to about the 39.
Number 73, Brian Marsh comes into the game for the Bearcats. Number 75, Shane Thomas. And number 76, Daniel Scanlon, I believe, comes into the game for the Bearcats on defense. So we see a little defensive change here. We try to get these young men number and name as they come into the ball game.
Looks like we have some movement along the line of scrimmage. Looks to me like the Warriors jump. And they did.
Number 21 goes into the game. Shane Piercy for the Bearcats. So we see a lot of changes, Ricky, in defense here.
Well, it's good, Coach, to see some of these young guys get an opportunity to get on the field. They work hard and practice all during the week, and they enjoy getting out here into the ball game.
Well, that's a good, tough run that time, Ricky. I tell you what, right side there, and picked up a first down, I believe.
Don't be very close, Coach. It looks like they've marked it across the marker. First down.
I couldn't tell who ran the ball that time for Lamar.
It was Harmon again, I believe,
Harmon.
Coach.
Lamar again trying to drive. We have officials timeout number 60 for Lamar. That's Josh White is shaking up on the play, and it's on the sideline being tended to by the coaches there. Bearcat defense trying to hold them here. Rains back to pass. Throws to the sideline, and Will Swinton goes up and knocks it away. I tell you what, number 84 there.
That was Harmon again, Coach. They put him out there on the wide out and tried to get it to him, tried to throw it up high, but Will Swinton did a great job, knocked that ball down.
Right. Will was a little bit outsized that time, but did a good job.
What now?
Clarksville 8, Darnell 7 in the fourth quarter. 8, Clarksville 8, Darnell 7.
Have a score. Clarksville's lead Darnell 8-7 in the fourth quarter. We had a halftime score earlier. Ozark was behind Paris 14-8 at halftime. So that's some scores that we have right now. And of course, you'll probably know the scores while you're watching this game already by reading the paper, but just try to pass that along to you.
Going to be a big showdown here at Booneville Bearcat Stadium next week, Coach.
Third down and about 6 yards. Hand off to number 21. He slices for about a couple of yards there. That's Jamie Koch, and he's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be about 4th and 4.
Big play for the Warriors to try to get something going here before the end of the game. 2 minutes, 45 seconds. Looks like they're trying to get a few of their guys into the ball game at this point as well, Coach.
Range is still at quarterback for Lamar. As this, they try to keep their drive alive here. 4th down and 4 yards to go. Raines bobbles a snap. The ball's on the ground, and who's got it there? Let's see.
It really doesn't matter at this point, Coach. That was a 4th down, so we're certainly going to take over the ball.
And Ricky, we have a chance to get that 42 here if we can drive down the field. You know, we've got our second unit back out on the field, but Ricky, you know, they drove the ball down and scored last series.
That's exactly right, Coach, and you can't tell them to go out there and not play. You put them out there on the field, the way you get hurt is to go out there and give half effort. So we want them to give their best. We're not looking to run up any score or anything like that, but you never know what can happen when these boys do their best job.
Approaching 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Trey Holloway runs a veer. He's got a little room, cuts back.
Good cut.
Makes a spin move there and gets down to about the 36-yard line.
That was a great run, Coach. He made a great move. The defensive back anticipated a pitch. He didn't pitch the ball. He broke that tackle. Good, hard run. But we got a first down across the 35-yard line. Well, we've got something going right here with just less than 2 minutes in the ball game.
Minute 45 left to go in the ball game. Number 84, Anthony Davis is at tight end for the Bearcats. Number 1, Bo Beckham's into the game, split wide right for the Cats. Number 30, Andy Taylor gets a handoff from Trey Holloway, drops the ball, picks it up, and is brought down about the 28-yard line of the Bearcats.
Yeah, we just mishandled the ball back in the backfield. He couldn't get the handle on it, so we take a loss on that play. Coach, going to be a big showdown right here in Booneville Bearcat Stadium next week. We got a blue chip quarterback for the Clarksville Panthers coming into town. But our Booneville Bearcats have been playing hard this year. I encourage all the fans to be here in the stadium to cheer our Bearcats on to victory.
I tell you, you're right, Ricky. We'll need him. I tell you what, he does a good job, that quarterback. And You know, it's going to be a test for a defense, Ricky, because I tell you what, they say he is a really good passer. He's got good size. You know, like a lot of the colleges are after him, and so it's going to be a big test for a defense. About 35 seconds to go in the ball game as the Bearcats may be, you know, sticking to the ground attack right here to run the clock out.
Down to our last play, Coach.
Trey Holloways looks over the defense. Hands off to John Chase. John Chase is going to be dropped for about a yard gain there. And with about 14 seconds to go in the game, I don't know if Coach Rippey's even going to try to run another play right here.
I bet he doesn't, Coach. Looks like he's even trying to walk across the field. Good effort by our guys tonight. They took care of business. And Bearcats have done the job all year long. It's good to see the victory again.
Right. With a score of 35-0, I tell you what, Ricky, I've enjoyed it working with you. I know it's been a little change for you going from the camera to over here to color. You did a great job, and I appreciate that. Appreciate again Johnny Davis and Darby Ulmer on their cameras tonight. And we're just glad that Jerry Standridge lets us do this. I enjoy it. And Jerry's here at the ball game tonight. We thank Jerry and the BDC for televising the Bearcat game. It gives a lot of people that don't have an opportunity to come to the game to watch it, the replay. And, you know, a lot of the kids have even mentioned they watch the replay, and a lot of the fans that we've had good response, Ricky.
Yes, we have. And I encourage you out there to call Jerry at the BDC and let him know that you appreciate what the effort that they're making to bring this playback to you. I want to say thank you to Gerald Holloway, a good friend, and I appreciate what he means to the athletic program here at Booneville, not just in football, but in basketball and baseball and all our programs. We're very fortunate to have the coaching staff that we have with Ken Rippey, athletic director, and all of those involved in our men's and women's athletic programs. It's just good to be a part of Booneville, and it's been a joy to work with you tonight, Coach.
Thank you, Ricky. I tell you what, next week, like Ricky said, it's going to be a great showdown. Be out here at Bearcat Stadium next week. The final score of the Booneville Bearcats, 35, and the Lamar Warriors 0. We held them scoreless tonight. Great job by the defense. Dale Mann's defense, good job again tonight. And so long from Bearcat Stadium. See you next week.